Good morning, Michael here, and today again we're looking at Job. And Job in this chapter 21 is responding to his friends again after Zophar laid into him on chapter 20. These friends who came to wrong conclusions about Job and had pretty much rough statements to make to him and prophecies. It's interesting to know that these recent meditations have been subtitled "Lovers of Lies," and many people, hardly come up with original ideas. They just heard something and then took off with it as if they had had the full context of everything, and especially if they hear it repeatedly, then they make gospel of it, and they won't make gospel of the gospel. Oh my. Let's look at chapter 21. But Job answered and said, Hear diligently my speech, and let this be your consolations. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken, mock on. As for me, is my complaint to man? And if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? Mark me and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth. Even when I remember, I am afraid, and trembling take hold on my flesh. Wherefore do the wicked live, because become old, yea, are mighty in power? Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull gendereth, and faileth not. Their cow calfeth, and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and harp, and rejoice in the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto God, Depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty, that we should serve him? And what profit should we have, if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand, and counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh their destruction upon them? God distributed sorrows in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure hath he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cast off in the midst? Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing that he judges those that are high? One dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. And another dieth in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worms shall cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts, and the devices which you wrongfully imagine against me. For you say, Where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he hath done? Yet shall he be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb. The clods of the valley shall be sweet unto him, and every man shall draw after him, as there are innumerable before him. How then comfort ye me in vain, seeing in your answers there remaineth falsehood? And some of these verses are a little bit challenging to interpret. And I can assure you, there is, if you spend time in it, you really can get the fullness of what he's saying. And also, you can find expositions online that kind of break it down for you and give you a real realm of what Job is actually saying. So often is an innocent man portrayed as being evil and having done wrong, when it's only part of the story that is shared to create a false sense of guilt and evil. And most times, it's the people who are evil that do this. But God is not mocked. God is not mocked at all. The day of the wicked is every day. It's every day. Well, God be praised, Michael here, as you can see, enjoying again reading Job, this time chapter 21. And I should endeavor to continue reading some more chapters of Job. Hope you'll enjoy it. Until then, Michael here declaring, Jesus is Lord! All right now, have a blessed day.